Piggy punched Kermit last night. Cow. Not.
What? What just happened?
It gets
I said
random.
Miss Piggy punched Kermit last night. Well,
No.
at least on Gary's show.
Hello, everyone.
Hey gang, how you going?
Good.
So
Hello, Gary, George. We got Dom and Rosie on tonight. Special guests. They've got their release. When did you guys release your clip?
Last Tuesday.
Last Tuesday. So we're going to play that for them tonight.
Yeah.
Have a chat. Yeah, they're going to co-host the show with us.
Oh, cool. Oh, look out, dudes.
You're in trouble.
Yeah.
It's all downhill from here. Hello, Tyrone. Hello, George. Hello, Rosie. Hello, Dom. Hello, anybody else that's watching. That's all
Hello,
I've got.
Max.
Hello.
Hello, Max.
First half of the show is everybody saying hello, and the second half is saying goodbye.
Oh, love
There
it.
you go. Sonia Sadowski said hello. Hi, Don and Rosie.
Hey, Sonia, how are you, mate?
Hey, Sonia.
Sonia's our
Sonia.
friend from Perth.
Ah, very good. Now, if you actually for Rosie and Dom, if you look down the bottom of Tyrone's window on your screen, it actually comes up with the
With the comments.
Oh, cute. Nice.
comments down there.
Hi, Belinda.
There you go. You can see that. So there's lots of people there, which is pretty awesome. Now, bit of exciting news. Did you hear what was opening?
No.
What's
that?
allowed to reopen soon?
Not Victoria.
Exactly.
Nothing.
Freaking terrible.
I've got a special announcement tonight. I'm doing a breakaway football code. So if any of you guys want to join my football team, I'm going to have 15 teams, and we're not really going to play. We're just going to go wherever we want in Australia, and we can.
I told you we should start a musicians fight island.
That'd
Do
be
it like a
fun.
band wars. Do it like a band war setup, and that'll do. I mean, that's one excuse to get everyone out of frickin' Melbourne and up to Queensland because we can.
Hamilton Island. I'm with
Hamilton
you.
Island.
What will the fights be based on? I mean, will it actually be physical violence, or will it be arguments over whether we should play an A flat or A, or will it be?
I think it'd start in that conversation first of what key it'll be in, and it'd end up in a fight. That's what
You know,
usually happens with.
No, we'd all just pick on the bass player first, and then go straight to the drummer and blame him.
Stacks on
Well,
the drummer.
okay. Well, there'll be two teams then. There'll be one team which is they're called the original keys, and then there'll be another team called the capo second fret. They'll be the
No, call them the flats.
Go full fret.
And there's two
Hammer
more teams.
Foster.
But then you could have the musicians team, and the
the
bass
guitarists.
players and drummers.
Look, I'm going to stick up for bass players and drummers here. All of the best musos I know are bass players and drummers, hands down. Right? All of the worst musos I know are guitar players like me.
That's a
Ben
big
could have-
call.
Talking about guitar players, Robbie Thompson. Hello.
Where's Robbie?
Hey, Robbie, he found it.
Brilliant. Actually, probably three of the best musos I know are guitar players. But yeah,
What about singers?
What about drummers?
They're great musicians.
some singers are great musicians.
I'm just trying to help you, Rosie. Just jumping anytime.
No, Rosie's been playing. I've seen videos now of Rosie playing guitar everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
You're
interesting.
talented.
Start lead guitar soon too.
Yeah, I'm going to have my own band, and I'm going to play guitar.
Your own band, one man band. You could just
Yeah,
stick
one
drums
band. I'm
between
going
your
to have
legs
like the... Yeah.
like a monkey.
Lisa Barker says, "Hi Rosie, congratulations to you both on a new single. Love it."
Oh, thanks, Lisa.
Thanks, Lisa.
That's really nice.
And she loves and misses you too. She says,
Oh, I love Miss her too. Used to come to all my gigs at Music Land.
Yes.
So we should find out a little bit about these two, what they've
Go on.
done, who they are.
I'm going to sit back. I'll let you guys do that because otherwise there's too many chiefs
All right.
and.
So Dom, can you interview Rosie, and Rosie, you interview Dom?
"Yeah, we'll just sit back."
Sure.
So tell us a bit about yourself, Rosie. How you got into the industry? How long you've been doing it for? And you too, Dom. Just you can bounce off each other.
Just a bit of
when
background.
did you start? When did you start?
Okay, I started when I was 18.
See?
My first
So
gig
3
was...
years ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, 3 years ago. Just, just learnt my way through the traps around 3 years ago. No. My first gig was doing BBs in an Elvis tribute show.
Oh wow.
And then through that, my second gig was with...
Sorry, Rosie. Sorry, for those playing at home, BB's are backing vocals.
Sorry, guys. Backing vocals.
I didn't know that.
With Elvis.
And then I joined Normie Rose band doing backing vocals for him when I was 20.
Jeez.
Wow. There's some
Yeah.
rock royalty there, isn't
And
there?
then from there I started doing covers and all that stuff.
And doing other backing vocals. And is this your first single you've done by yourself?
Did you started high, mate, and ended up kind of, rolling downhill when you met me. Sorry, buddy.
Now, what do you tell us about yourself, Dom? You're obviously a guitarist. You've played around for a while, and then you started the guitar.
I wanted a skateboard for my 12th birthday. And my parents, I don't recall whether my dad was opposed to it or not. But it was definitely, I remember the conversation where Mum said, "We're not going to spend $300 on a skateboard." This was 1987, but we will give you a guitar if you want. And I was just like, no, all right. My best friend played guitar and his dad played guitar, and Poison was my favorite band, and
Wow.
my friend could play Every Rose Has Its Thorn, and so it was like, well, all right, I'll have a guitar, and so I got a guitar, and then a couple of months later we moved from Werribee to this country town called Teesdale. So it was just dirt roads. There was nowhere at all for me to ride a skateboard, even if I wanted to. And so then I just sat out in the country and learned to play guitar.
And you've played around with me and cover bands, no doubt.
I played, yeah.
Did you have the Poison hairdo? That's the good question when you were younger.
No, not quite. By the time my hair got long, Poison were, kind of long gone. So I didn't have big hair. I had very
Long.
like the bass player from Skid Row kind of hair.
Oh, wow.
I had that. Yeah, that was my go.
Now, you two guys are playing, obviously, because every time that I've ventured over towards the city, you guys are usually over at Mr. Hive playing a lot.
Oh, yeah. Well, a Crown for sure. Yeah,
The Crown. Yep.
yeah.
Actually, here's a question for: how do you guys get a gig like that through Crown?
Oh, I've been there for ages.
That doesn't answer the question.
No, it doesn't answer the
Wow.
question. How do you get in there? I've been trying to get in there to dance for years, and no one will let me.
I've been trying to get in there to drink.
I think there you go. The key is don't dance. We sit down.
Or drink.
Drink.
It's who you know. It's who you know. Look at that rosy look. I've been there for years. I know everybody.
Yeah, I know everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I play
Dom-
with Normie Rowe.
Dom, you do a lot of solo stuff too, don't you?
Oh, look, I do some sort of. I prefer not to do solo gigs. I don't like. Well, yeah, I don't really like playing music by myself, which is kind of ridiculous given how much music I do play by myself. I would much rather do a duo or play in a band or something like that. But
Are you lead vocals or you BB? Sorry. BB. What was the word?
VB. I kind of fell into becoming a singer because I wanted to do gigs, and so I went to music school many years ago, and I went as a guitar major, and in my first year went for an audition for a band, and the lead singer was running the band, and the singer said, do you sing? And I was just like, well, I can do a harmony. He's like, do you know any songs? And I think I sang
Poison.
Saw Her Standing There. And I got the gig, and I was nowhere near the best guitar player that auditioned for the gig. But I was the only guitar player who was prepared to sing, like a song a set kind of thing.
Beautiful.
And so then I was like, okay, well, I guess I better learn how to do it. So that was my first year studying guitar, and so I switched from guitar to vocal major because I wasn't a good singer. I would, that typical guitarist kind of like sing one song, thrash my voice, can't do anything for another, only one song a set kind of thing. And
You gave it
Sorry,
everything.
Dom. Who's Teresa?
Here's
Is that
Mummy.
That's my mum. Yeah.
Your mum actually just popped a message up and goes, she's so glad we didn't buy you a skateboard.
I actually think it was a mistake. I was pretty good, and I mean, we all know how much money professional skateboarders make, and also how much heroin they do. So maybe she's right.
Have you broken a wrist playing the guitar? No.
I've never broken a wrist playing guitar.
Well, there you go.
It's
That's
just
why.
broken hearts.
Yes, that's why your mum got you.
Yeah, broke my mother's heart. Yeah.
I've seen Rosie. You say you've just played with that old guy.
Normie.
Yeah, old guy.
I thought you were talking about me. I'm like, crikey,
Old guy.
what?
But you play with a lot of, and when I say old guy, he is one of the most respected people in the industry, along with people like.
I thought you were going to say one of the oldest guys that you know.
I'm the oldest guy I know, right? I've actually got a clip about my memory later. But you've played with Russell Morrison and Ross Wilson and everybody. Is that true?
Aaron.
But I've seen you one night play with about 10 superstars.
The Go Show.
The Go Show.
Yeah. I've been doing that for this year would have been my 6th year.
So is that a
What's that
thrill
all
for you
about?
to sing with these guys?
Oh, it's the best ever. I get to play at the Palais Theatre, so it's amazing. That's my favourite place to perform.
Which stage? The Gershwin?
No, the Palais across.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah,
We were going to do our album launch there, but COVID.
COVID.
Oh.
Oh well.
Well, speaking of your launch,
Yeah.
I've got 2 songs that you guys sent through to me. It's called "I Will Bring You Home" acoustic. We'll play that one first. Can you tell us a bit about that?
That's one of my favorite songs off the album. Dom and I wrote that one together. Obviously,
It's
it's
my
just
mum.
a beautiful.
My mum's favourite song of all time.
What's it about?
Aw.
Oh, what's it about? I'll look at. I'll answer this one, Rosie, and then you can correct me.
Okay.
So just a little sort of preface, really. The songs that Rosie and I write together, basically what happens is Rosie drives all the way to my house, and then we sit at my kitchen table and then kind of have group therapy for about 2 hours, talking about all of our problems and whatnot. And then we write a song. And that song, I don't actually remember exactly what we talked about before we wrote the song, but I remember that kind of situation where we were like, I guess we really I feel like we kind of wrote the song like to each other as well as together, like in that sense of like, we know when you're in a band with someone and you make, it's like, how do I explain it? So the reason a lot of us kind of get into music, I think, is because we want to be part of a band. And I don't just mean like football players are part of a band, they're part of a team, and there's something that you can only achieve when you do something with somebody else or 5 other people, whatever. And being in a band and writing a song with someone is very much this kind of quite supportive creative exercise where you're building something together that you couldn't build by yourself. And
Is it supportive all the time though? There must be some arguments and stuff.
Does she bring cannolis?
You two just,
I don't think she's ever brought cannoli, but she's definitely bought baked goods.
Yeah. Last time you came to Musicland, I was still waiting for my freaking cannolis, Rosie.
Dollies.
You know what? On that note, put the song on, Tyrone. I want to hear this.
I want to get a beer. Hurry
It's
up.
a love song about cannolis.
It's about
That's what it is.
cannolis.
All right, I will bring you home.
Where?
When you feel you've lost your spark, when the crowd won't let you go, when the day is long and dark, I will bring you home. When your body lets you down, when your only speed is slow, when your only thought is how, I will bring you home. You see, put your faith in me. When you need me, I will bring you home. is filled with fear, when your friends refuse to show, and when nothing stops your tears, I will bring you home. You see, put your faith in me. When you need me, I will bring you home. One day I will lose my way, then you be there for me too. When your broken trust won't mend, when you face that final blow, when you cannot reach the end, I will bring you home. You see, put your faith in me. When you need me, I will bring you home. When you need me, I will bring you home.
Back on.
Can you? Oh, did you hear that?
Yes.
And we're back.
Yeah. And we're back. What a song. There was a comment about the harmonies too, and I agree. Insane harmonies. Like, you guys are great
That
together.
comment didn't count because that was Dom's mum.
That was Dom's mum. In a Welsh accent, we found out.
I said it was. She's got an Italiano surname and she's Welsh.
Do you guys do that? I mean, you know when I always read comments with Facebook. I always read it with the voice of the person if I know them.
Yeah.
Yes.
And some people I know who are quite loud people actually only type in capital letters as well.
When they're angry and yelling.
Like your mum wrote, "Oh my goodness."
Oh, right now, see, yeah,
Capital letters, yeah.
brilliant.
So you guys, have you guys had to work on that, the harmonies and the sound that you've got, or did it sort of come natural?
Rose,
I'll say naturally. Naturally.
Do you,
Yeah,
do you automatically find your spot in the song from a harmony point of view?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like we have done. I don't think we've done that many gigs together, like compared to others.
no. I mean, I think we started. It was about a year, just over a year ago. I think it was last July that we did a few gigs. And the story of how we ended up doing an original duo together is we did a cover gig, and it was at a greyhound racing night, and very much in that scenario of like, this is hilarious. And I think it was along the lines of like, I will literally play anywhere with you, Rosie. You are that good, right? And then we decided to call the band the Anywheres based on the fact that if we get to play music together, we'll play anywhere. And it was really, that gig was like, I would play something and sing something, and then Rosie would just sing the harmony, just know that it was there. And then same with the other way around, like, you know, she would sing something.
Yeah. So how do you go working out the leads? Who's doing the lead? It's always Rosie, I assume, because she's got an amazing voice. It's got to be.
It's equal. The
Equal.
whole thing, would you believe, is equal.
So what about
That's such a Switzerland answer.
Yeah, you're neutral, aren't you?
what about when it comes to the
Well,
I'm not
songwriting?
even joking.
What about the songwriting? So the actual lyrics, who does most of the lyrics, or is it like collaborative, or?
Yeah, we write everything together. So
Yeah.
it's all sat at the kitchen table writing together. So, I mean, what will generally happen is I will play something on the guitar and I'll say, do you like this? And Rosie will go yes or no. But mostly, because we've already had that kind of, you know, therapy session, we're already pretty tuned into the vibe of the day. And so quite often the first thing I play is the seed of the song, and then we kind of go from there. And as far as like who sings lead, because most of the songs are dual vocal all the way through, and if they're not dual harmony all the way through, they're call and response.
Yep.
So then the songs very much are designed in that way to be a conversation between two people, or like two sides of the same kind of conversation, and then what will happen is maybe I'm doing the main melody in the verse, and then when it kind of picks up a bit in the chorus, Rosie does the melody and then I sing the harmony, and then but sometimes it's the other way around. So there's never been an argument in the songwriting process, which is really weird. It's like, do you like this? And if it's no, I don't like it, then we just try something else.
Oh, you're both too nice. So Rosie, what sort of singer are you? You got one of the most powerful voices I've ever heard in my life. So that's obviously rock. You've also got the sensitivity of a jazz singer, and you also, I've seen you do a lot of blues. So what is your genre? Is it everything, or what's your favourite?
I don't have a favourite. I'm really enjoying this side of singing. I've never ever sang like this before, so I'm really enjoying sitting back a little bit and showing that side of my voice, because you guys have seen me assault you with my voice.
Yeah. Well, you've done
Rosie bust a PA.
With
Yeah,
those
you've
BBs.
seen it. You have to deal with it full grunt. So
I felt like my face looked about 20 years younger last time you got up and sung, because the volume went like this.
yeah, that's what happens when I sing.
If you haven't heard Rosie, she's got a most powerful voice. Like the microphone, she's one of the easiest person in the world to mix for, which I've done a couple of times.
She's a Ferrari. She's like just got so much like
blast.
Yeah, well, she just got she's got like 8 gears, and the thing I love about Rosie's voice and the way she uses it is she kind of uses it a bit like a guitar player has guitar pedals. It's like she's got like a volume boost for here and like a nice quiet compression for this thing. It's
I reckon she uses it like a drummer.
What do you think she lays back on the beat too much?
Yeah, hi-hats and a bit of slapping. And every now and then you might hear a cowbell in there.
Yeah.
So I'd like to hear you sing.
Sorry, I was going to go on.
Sorry, that's it. I'd like to hear
what would you say, Gary?
I would like to hear Rosie sing Jazz One Day, because that's my favourite for her voice, I reckon.
Oh, okay.
Yes. That'd be good.
Now
we're going to change direction a little bit. Now we're going to go across to what shit have you got for us this week, Gary?
What shit?
Well, hold on. What was last week's topic, Tyrone?
I can't remember. Songs that COVID had changed or something.
Oh, yeah, songs that COVID had deleted. So everything that was obsolete because of COVID. This week, George wrecked my life. A couple of weeks ago, George said to me, George.
What did I do to you?
You said, I want to hear some Australian songs in different languages.
Oh, that's right.
It's terrible.
I started searching for Australian songs in different languages, and the problem you've got is it comes up every time you say you search for Jesse's Girl in French. It comes up with a French band singing the English version of Jesse's Girl.
Oh no! So
then you go and you type in, translate Jesse's Girl to French. You put that in, and you can't understand the reactions because it's in a different language. So then I thought I can do this. So I spent hours. And I gave up.
You can tell the amount of time you put in, but it's still terrible.
Yeah, it is.
I'm going to leave the mics on for this one, guys. So feel free to comment.
Did they do Ken Lee?
So it's songs with English translations. So it's foreign language songs with translations. I've done the translations, and I got bored halfway through it. So some are lame. Actually, most of them are lame, but just we don't care.
Here we go.
Did you put Ken Lee on there?
Shush.
That's all I wanted to know.
Translate to English.
I just can't say it
This is Rose Webber.
No, I'll put it. Oh no, I can't put it up either. I can't hear it either, Gary.
Yeah, I love Potion. There's a translation to English.
I just can't say it
Don't you?
No, I'll put it. Oh no, I can't put it up either.
Hans øjne minder nu. Hans øjne ligner nu. Han ser sin næse godt.
When Pendekar mustahil, pendekar mustahil, pendekar mustahil, pendekar mustahil, cergas pantas orang.
Mais quand je l'ai vu, j'ai cru à mon rêve. Je n'avais plus qu'à tendre la main. Brusquement, oh, j'ai cru à mon rêve et mon rêve était vrai.
She's a lady. Oh, whoa, 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 she's a lady. 你的娇美和你的甜蜜，我是多么爱你。自从那天遇见你，一见你就赞美你的聪明伶俐。רק הוא חלום צעיר בתוך השער. היו ימים חבר, אך הם חלפו מהר, רקדנו וזימרנו כל אחד. Wie die Sterne fängst du sie ein, wenn sie zappeln, dann sagst du nein. In den Lichtern und Blitzen unterm Spiegelball bist du als halten süß. Das ist dein Augenblick. Du bist die Dancing Queen. 一切痛苦被弃，转眼就变成烟云飘去无踪迹，只遗留下一片花了无比，一片花了无比，一片花了无比。
Ты споя на песен на Mariah Carey, Ken Lee. И след това Катерино. Ken Lee.
Ken Lee?
Да.
Да не става въпрос за Without You.
Не.
Давайте.
No one can get to save me. No young clista jo malive. Where I geza jo zabatena na lecho mo. New onus tunai molinai. Yon sora show. Yes, he show. Can live to live without you. Can't live. I can't give anymore. Can't live to live without you. Can't live with you more.
Това на какъв език беше?
На английски.
What the hell was that?
George is out.
I just
the greatest
like.
song in the world.
I love watching Rosie and Dom's face. They got no idea what's happening, and they couldn't hear anything.
Just watching George laugh.
No, I feel like I've seen the when I was in Berlin. I think I've seen that performance of Land Down Under, except she wasn't wearing a top.
Yeah,
But
that's actually an Australian comedian singing that one, I think. I apologise, everybody. There were some words there that I couldn't handle. I had to actually edit a lot of the stuff out because it became completely blue.
brilliant.
Oh, that was so brilliant, Gary. Oh, that was great.
Thanks,
Rosie,
Gary.
I hope very much that we can be successful enough to have people in other countries
Taking the piss out of you.
lyrics of our songs on shows one day. It would be great.
I hope so.
I'm working on my translations, and I'm also going to start working with the state premier doing this.
Oh, breakdancing.
Wow. Well, that would make a lot more sense to the things that he's actually saying.
Yeah. That's my second career goal.
Have you guys watched any of those press conferences that he gives? and how he just treats the media like 8-year-old children?
Well, it's us.
You'll get your go. Everyone will get a go.
Yeah, it's us. He treats us like children.
Far out.
Just give us some information. That's all we want. Give us some forward play.
Just let me out my freaking house.
I just
Don't worry
want
about giving me information. Just let me out my freaking house. I wanted it to start with. I don't want it anymore.
I want to know what they're doing. I don't know what secret plans going on between 8 p.m. and 5 a.m. every day. I mean, what are they smuggling around the state? Like,
I just want a beer in a glass.
I reckon something's going on.
Plumber in a pot.
Hey, we forgot to mention that segment was proudly sponsored by Crown Lager.
Oh, no, it's not.
Hey, if I say it long enough, it will be. If you're looking for a sponsorship, give me a call.
Actually, here you go. Nadine Castles.
Back to weddings.
She's written there. I worked as an educator before the pandemic took my job. When an educator was having a bad day, we'd sing Ken Lee in the staff room. I'd love to hear that over the PA of a school.
I'm not sure that I would like to hear that.
But the worst thing about that, she was actually singing in English. But
you singing? What language you singing in? She goes, English.
But so when you go to places like Thailand and stuff, and I was in some bar in Thailand with watching ping pong balls go up and down, and
Gary,
was it lady singing?
Was it a lady or lady boy?
It was a lady, and she was singing
Hello,
washing
boy.
shoes, swimming away from me. And I washing shoes, swimming away from me.
Nice.
And I'm thinking, they swimming away from me. They they sing what they hear, so if they hear it in
Yabba dabba doo.
they sing.
I love you, swimming away from me.
So I can never listen to that song anymore.
Hey, speaking of misheard lyrics, so I don't know if you guys know Matt Bradshaw, but Matty Bradshaw is my best mate, and he has a song called Mondegreen, and it is apparently the word Mondegreen means misheard lyrics, and he has a song where the entire song is misheard lyrics, exactly, you know.
Oh, excellent. I'll have to look it up, see if it's on YouTube.
Can you get us a link to that? That'd be great.
Well, he's just when I say he's just recorded it and released it this week on his Patreon, but I don't know if it's public. But I'll find the link while we're doing this, and I'll chuck it in the chat.
We need it on YouTube so we can play it.
Very, very funny. You'll enjoy it.
That'd be cool. Gary,
Actually, we'll have to jump on that.
you sent me another song from Tom Rush called the Remember Song.
Tom Rush, I relate to him because it's all about me, this song. It's just a song.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, you were going to go in depth in it, Gary, and tell us all about it.
It all started
Just
when
so
I
we
was
can be back
born.
for half an hour.
I was very young at the time. It was a good birth. I enjoyed it. Mum didn't like it much.
All right, I'm going to play this song, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about what you want to hear.
We've also got another song from these guys, haven't we?
Yes,
Yeah,
we do.
and that's what it is. Yeah.
Oh,
Back in.
But if you remember the 60s, you weren't really there. Which brought to mind a song. This is kind of a modern day yuppie blues. I'm looking for my wallet and my car keys. Well, they can't have gone too far. And just as soon as I find my glasses, I'm sure I'll see just where they are. I'm supposed to meet someone for lunch today, but I can't remember where or who it is that I am meeting. It's in my organizer somewhere. I might have left it on the counter, or maybe outside in the car. The last time I remember driving was to that memory enhancement seminar. What's that far off distant ringing? And that strangely familiar tone must be the person I am meeting, calling me on my brand new cordless telephone. I might have left it under the covers, maybe outside on the lawn. And I've got just one more ring to go before my answering machine kicks on. Hi, this is Tom, and your call means a lot to me. So leave a message at the tone, and I'll do my best to try to remember to call you back when I get home. Beep. Tom, this is Gwendolyn, and I'm trying not to cry. But I've been waiting here for over an hour. I thought you loved me. This is goodbye. The voice sounds familiar. And the name, it rings a bell. Let's see now, where was I? Oh well.
That's different. I relate to it. That's why. Sorry.
What was that song about, Gary?
I can't remember.
Cool. I'm going to say a quick hello. I'm going to say hello to Patrizia. Hello, Patrizia.
Oh, Patricia's on. I didn't notice.
I saw Matt Poole say hello before too. So hey, Matt Poole, how are you, mate?
Hello, Patrice. Hello, Maddie. Hello, Sherry. Hello, Wayne. Hello, Belinda.
Maddie Poole and Sherry Mill
said hello. We've missed quite a lot of people. So hello to everyone that's joined us.
Matt, Shelley, I forgive you, Gary. What? I give up.
So the release. The song's called What You Want to Hear. Tell us about that.
Go, Rosie. All yours, my friend.
Okay. Last week we released it on Tuesday, and it's called What You Want to Hear, and it's our first single off our album, and it went to #1 on the iTunes country chart. I was very excited about that.
That's amazing, and really quickly too.
3 whole days.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we're excited.
It's pretty amazing actually. That anyone would buy a song from a band who's never done a gig.
I know.
It's like, yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I mean, we had great plans of, releasing singles and doing a tour and releasing a record, and plans change, but it's pretty cool. Even the amount of like private messages and text messages who people who have listened to it or bought it, and after that have said this is really good. Because usually, I don't know, for me, well, with me, I usually I release music all the time to 3 or 4 people saying that they like it, but there's avalanche of support that we've garnered, basically thanks to Rosie's incredibleness.
So you are a country singer. If you've gone to number one on the country charts, Rosie, we've got a slot for you. You're not a rock star. You're not a jazz singer. You're a country singer.
You've moved to country.
Country singer.
Country singer.
Thank God you're a country girl. Where did you grow up? In the country?
Nope.
In a country.
In a country.
Yeah.
In Preston.
Well, number one. If you've gone to number one, that means the country scene likes you. You'll be at what's that famous place? Nashville.
Tamworth.
Well, we won't be going to Tamworth next year.
Because it's not
You probably won't be going to Nashville next year either.
No.
You're not going
Tell us about the
Everything's
song.
on hold.
Sorry, buddy.
Tell us about the song. So where did it stem from and all that kind of stuff? What's it about? And
it's a little bit of one of those scenarios that we were sort of talking about before, when we would sit down and kind of have a chat about, what we've been going through or what we're dealing with, and then try to kind of put it into a conversation between, a back and forth conversation. I think a lot of times with male female singing duos, there seems to be like a tension that's not that isn't very what's the word I was trying to say? A tension that's not very supportive. They kind of go for this moody kind of, I don't know, slightly pretentious kind of thing, and I guess arty, maybe not pretentious. And I think one thing that we've tried to do consciously is to kind of make sure that we are ourselves inside this duo. So we, if we're having a back and forth conversation through the lyrics, it sounds like it would be us doing it. If we were,
conversing.
And that's, I guess. I guess that does sound pretentious and arty in a way.
I think you're having an argument with yourself when you're winning, though, Dom. It's all right.
Yeah, so I think, we try to make these songs like they're a conversation. Sometimes it's more successful than others, but this one, the other thing is we did decide, which we wanted to have a song where, because no one had heard us yet, that we could get up in front of people and go, all right, there's this bit, where we go, whoa, and we get the audience to sing like, you sing this bit, whoa, and we thought, would it be really cool if we could get people involved at the first time they see us? So we put it in a song, and
so the hard thing is you're waiting to play it in public, and that's got to be hard as well. Like, you release a song and you don't get to perform it anywhere.
Yeah, and initially we were doing some Facebook Lives, so at least we're kind of doing a gig, but.
So you're waiting for that reaction from the crowd that you expect. It might not happen, might happen. We'll see if it does happen.
Well, I guess we may never know.
You'll find out, though. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I'll play the song and we'll come back and finish it off. So this is What You Want to Hear by the Anyways.
Tell me there's no place you'd rather be. You tell me I'm the only one be. Now I wanna say what I think you wanna hear. You said that you don't think that we can save it. You say you've given up and now I'm seeing clear. Say that you don't think that we can make it. Say that is what I think. Say that is what I think you wanna hear. anymore. You don't even notice when I walk through the door. Now I only say what I think you wanna hear. Say that you don't think that we can save it. Say you've given up and now I'm seeing clear. Say that you don't think that we can make it. Say that is what I think. Say that is what I think you wanna hear. Surely we have nothing left to prove. Hoping that you make the final move. Said that you don't think that we can save it. Say you've given up and now I'm seeing clear. Say that you don't think that we can make it. Say that is what I think. Say that is what I think you wanna hear. Oh, oh,
Yay!
What a clip.
You missed my favorite bit at the end where we look at each other and kind of go, is that it?
Sorry, I was on delay.
Okay.
That's enough.
You done?
Have you finished now?
Hang on, let me check.
Yep.
Yeah, that was really good.
It was awesome.
Someone said the clip apparently was by Chris Katz.
I was
That's
just gonna say, yeah, Chris is Chris Katz the nicest person we know?
Yeah,
Yes.
he's got to be one of the
He's
nice.
so lovely. He's so
He is.
nice. I like him.
Now, so how long did it take you guys to put that together?
The video?
Everything.
Everything.
Well, Rosie, you take over because I sat in Lara while you guys did all the hard work.
So the recording we did in 2 weeks. We did the whole album, 2.5 weeks, I think we did, with mixing and everything.
How many songs?
The video,
11 in the end for the album.
Wow, in 2 weeks. That's great.
yeah,
We had 10 songs, and one of the songs, Rosie was like, I just can't have it on the record. And I had a song that I'd written for us. So we actually I'd only written together for the album, and then I kind of had this idea that we didn't have a song like this particular song, and so I wrote one, and it just so happened that we ended up needing an extra song because Rosie was boycotting the 10th song, and so I'll hand back to you, Rosie. Sorry to interrupt.
no, that's okay. So we did the album with Damien Caffarella in over 2 weeks. Then the video, we recorded all the footage in 1 day, and then I annoyed Chris for 3 days of putting it together and editing and sticking it all together and effects and all that kind of stuff. And then it was done after 3 days.
Oh, it's really quick and really great for what it is.
Now everybody does know that he is the nicest guy ever to work on that for 3 days.
Yes.
He's the nicest guy in the world. Talking about nice guys, on Saturday, so I'm going to go off topic again because we've got about 10 minutes to go. So on this Saturday again, we're actually going to be selling more booze. So we got rid of a lot. We don't have that much left. But if anyone is interested in buying any more grog from Musicland, which you can do as a click and collect on Saturday, please go across to Kathy at musicland@live.com.au. I'll put all the stuff in the bottom of the of the comment section now, the link to that for the email for any alcohol that wants to be purchased through Musicland, because we do want to get rid of it. It is going to be, I think it's 10% cheaper than what Dan Murphy's prices are currently. The other thing that we've got going is the Musicland shop's got a massive sale happening as well at the moment. Please use the code SHIP3. And that will basically give everyone free shipping from anything that they need for strings, guitars, and the rest of it on musiclandshop.com.au. That was spot on, Gary.
Just trying to help. And the reason
Good,
you get
that's
rid of the beer is because if they don't get rid of it, it'll go off. So you need to help Musicland out by, if you don't go to the bottle shop, just email Kathy and get the beer off Musicland so that they can clear their fridges and recover some of the lost money they've lost while they've been locked down for 6 months.
Correct, because otherwise the beer, if it goes out of date, that's it. It's got to be thrown, and we'd rather sell it cheap and just give it to you guys for basically less than what we pay for it.
And that's Dan's thing. When he said we need some plans to go forward, like Musicland prepared to open again, and then they got locked down for the second time. So if you can imagine going out and buying alcohol for a venue and getting it all ready to go, they're in the same situation now. So whatever Dan says on Sunday, it's going to affect Musicland dramatically, where they're going to have to either figure out whether they're going to restock, not restock, sit on a little bit. It's a pain in the ass. That's why you need to support the GoFundMe page.
Yes, the GoFundMe page will be finished very soon, and then after we've done that, then we get to play Gary's video.
What video?
What video?
The video that you made of everyone's name scrolling through and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I forgot about that too.
I'm the only one that hasn't freaking forgotten about it.
We should put it scrolling down during the show across the Musicland thing. All those that have donated to the GoFundMe page, you'll get your name on the screen.
That's a good idea. Can we do that for next Thursday?
Just leave it rolling underneath right next to you.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah,
I can send you the original video if it's easier.
We'll do it there, just on the other side of the bar.
Yeah.
Now I've got heaps more exciting news. So this Saturday is our first week that we're going to be. Well, myself and Tyrone. Well, Tyrone, not myself. I just came up with the idea and said, "Yeah, you should do it this way." And he goes, "Okay," and he did all the work.
And I did it. Yeah.
All the video stuff for that. We basically got what do we got, Tyrone? We've got our mashup.
Yeah, mashup. So all the bands that we've played on Saturday nights recently, we've taken 2 songs from each band and we've put it together for an hour-long clip just to do like a showcase kind of thing. And that's going to possibly happen again the following week as well with some more songs from different songs from the same band. So just to mix it up a bit.
Hey, speaking of videos, just for a few of the people who are my friends that might be watching, Tyrone in the middle here, he made 2 music videos for me off my my EP 2018. So you did the I Do video and the Set Free video.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
all those years ago.
Yeah, when was that? 2018.
Yeah.
Wow, there you go.
How's that?
Yeah.
Sorry, Paul Thompson asked, "Is this a webinar?" No.
Yes,
where is the beer? The beer is located at Musicland. Beer is with the man who looks like Robert Mitchum, with the fridges in the background.
Who's Robert Mitchum?
I've got no idea. Hey,
I don't know, but Paul Thompson's going to let us know.
I think he's talking about you because you've got the fridges behind you.
No, so do you.
I think we've got to translate. I need to translate some more.
Now, even more exciting news. I've got the best news. Talking about that, so last Tuesday we were lucky. We had Vincent. We had Vincent
Donato
from Laneway Music. Vincent Donato from Laneway Music on last Tuesday. Now, since then, we've now got this Tuesday coming. Brad Marr from Massive, who has been living in Germany for the last year and a half. So he's actually going to be coming on me and Tyrone's program on this Tuesday at 8 o'clock. So that I'm looking forward to. So he's going to explain a little bit about what's happening, obviously in the European scene, being an Aussie over there, moving over from Australia to Germany to basically do a whole heap of stuff. And he's got festivals going on and all sorts that he's organising himself off his own back. And if anyone knows Brad, he's probably one of the biggest personalities for such a small package.
Smallest guy's biggest personalities. Loudest.
Exactly.
He's a little version of Rosie.
Well, if anyone doesn't know who Brad is, Brad's the short guy off the Coles credit card commercial. That's the easy way to explain who Brad is. But Brad's a brilliant musician, got done a lot for the Australian music industry, and is doing a lot for it over in Germany at the moment. So it's going to be good catching up with him for a chat.
Yeah, so jump
Tuesday.
on with your questions as well. We'll see if we can get a couple of question and answers through him as well. It's on Tuesday
and
night.
Requests. We need more people. So before Tyrone finishes off this video for Saturday, if anyone else has got any more requests that they want us to put up on Saturday, please let us know. And then we can at least put your name down and say that you've requested the song. But there is a criteria with it. You do have to either like, share, comment, or subscribe to what's going on here. That's it.
Definitely. Awesome.
Or donate money.
I think Paul is referring to George as a young Robert Mitchum. Who's Robert Mitchum? The actor Robert Mitchum, his favours.
These guys are young. They don't remember anybody that's, yeah.
Google. Ask Google.
Robert Mitchum.
I'm going to Google
a lot
it
of
now.
westerns and stuff. He was an actor from Hollywood. He was with.
Was he John Wayne?
He played with John Wayne. That's how old he is.
Well, I don't want to know what he did after the movies, but did
Guys,
like he
you
was
guys
in
are
a
so
John Wayne
young.
movie.
It's hard being old. Hey,
shit.
I need some ideas too for my videos. So if anybody's got any suggestions on the top 10 things you need.
Man from Uncle.
All right, stop Googling, George.
Anyway.
Oh, my mum. I don't look like him. I reckon he's talking about you, Tyrone, not me.
No.
Yes, look at this.
Spartacus.
Maybe.
It's you, it's not me.
Yeah, I haven't got the bum chin.
Actually, it's Dom he's talking about. Look at that picture and then look at Dom. It's definitely Dom.
Yes.
You've been mistaken.
Man from Uncle. Dad now says he was with Gary Cooper.
Now you go to Google Gary Cooper, get stuck.
It's Gary Cooper. This is turning into a
Aussie
freaking
rock
Google
songs.
session. Gary Cooper. Now it's come up with the Anywheres. Let's Google what Anywheres is.
There you go. The top 10 songs that annoy Gary.
That's every goddamn song.
Every song.
That's true.
So what have you guys got as the Anywheres coming up?
Nothing. They're locked down.
No, I know that. But
You doing any gigs?
Playing anywhere lately?
I'm sure you could keep
Done
writing.
any birthday parties or bar mitzvahs?
So what's in the pipeline? Have you got more recordings in the pipeline, or are you just going to take a break and push this one? Do you know what you're doing, Rosie?
Rosie, do you know what we're doing?
Yes, we're gonna sit on this one for a little bit, and then in 5 or 6 weeks or so, we're gonna release our second single off our record.
Up the same album.
Well, hopefully.
Yeah, keep the momentum.
Hopefully,
momentum going.
hopefully in about a week and a half, we'll be able to. You guys will be out of lockdown for at least 3 or 4 days until Dan Andrews decides to put you back in lockdown. And then during that reprieve, we'll be able to get together and do a photo shoot for the album cover. Because at the moment, we're hampered with the album cover design because we can't do any photography.
Individual photos and put them together.
Actually, I've got a quick one for you. If you guys didn't watch, it was I don't know if you guys know who Vincent Donato is, but there was a very interesting conversation about whether you release albums or singles, what you need to do, because it was basically saying albums are now obsolete. Forget releasing albums, everything's singles. And he goes, and the second most important thing is obviously your online marketing and your album cover. He goes, your album cover is the most important thing, more so than some of the music. He goes, because that's what people see on Spotify. And if they like your album, they'll obviously listen to your music.
In the old days, when I was young.
My table's moved.
When I was young, all the great
Gary?
albums were released one by one on singles. Like Fleetwood Mac Rumours album, I think there was something like 8 singles come off that one album. And they come out separately over a period of time, which is what you guys are going to do. So just release all 8 as a single.
I've been very, I guess I've had my kind of finger on, a pulse for a long time when it comes to marketing music and original music, because, I've been a cover musician full time for a long time, but I've very much concentrated on the original music thing, and people say all the time about that. You know, you should just release singles, but I think that's only really the case to solely do singles. I think it's only really the case for certain styles of music, and I think the pop contemporary thing, absolutely. But I think that's got to do with your demographic of who's going to listen to your music. I mean, the reality is that, you know, 12 to 18-year-olds are not going to buy records. But older people are. And when I say older people, you know, people my age. I went to the mailbox today and there was a CD in the mailbox that I bought, you know, because I want a record. No,
he's more so saying it for
That's what I want.
he was more so saying it for what's being released online and what people are actually going to purchase.
Yeah, I think you do need to release. I mean, I don't see the point. If you've got 10 songs on your record, you may as well have 10 singles. Like, the thing, something I've been doing this year is I've been writing a song every week since the start of January and making a video and putting it online. So I'm up to 30.
You've got to get out more.
So I do have to get out more. But what I've noticed is songs that I don't think are very good, other people love. And the reality is that if you put
Welcome to our world.
Yeah, but you know, if you have to put each song out individually anyway, really, because you're not the judge of whether someone's going to like a particular song or not. And it's interesting. The song that Rosie didn't want to have on the record, that we're not putting on the record, when we have played it on our Facebook Live, people have loved it. Absolutely loved it. It's been like the second favorite song from when we played it for people. And so you just can't, you know, you can have your idea of what you think you should put out, but really it's, you know, other people who are going to be the judge of what they like. So I agree. You should put out every song. I do.
I agree.
I still think it's good to have an option of an album as well, though. So to release all your singles and then release the album as well.
I think you got to do both, and I certainly think that way with the type of music that we have as well.
But it used to be go out and buy the single, as somebody just said on the comments. You rush out to buy the single because you heard it on the radio, or people were playing it live, or you heard it played somewhere, and then eventually you'd buy the whole album and they had all the singles you love on it. So if you can push the singles, eventually they will buy the album.
Yep, 100%.
So you sell the same song twice.
That was just interesting that if anyone did want to hear more about that, it is on our stream that we did on last Tuesday. Now we're actually going to finish everything off, guys. Thank you, Rosie and Dom, for coming on.
Thank you.
It's been absolutely brilliant. At least you kept it sensible, not like having that other guy. What's his name, Aaron?
And I'm really disappointed. Last week it was so out of control. I got to play the Benny Hill theme song on our exit. This was all serious and normal. I couldn't do nothing.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like, the Benny Hill theme plays in my head just walking around my house all day, every day. My life is the Benny Hill theme. It's only when I get to talk to other human beings that comes in.
It's the only song I've got that's... No, I can't play that one.
That's what I was thinking.
Come on, George. Come on, we need a song to go out. Something nice.
No. Anyway, guys, we've got this Saturday between 12 o'clock and 2 o'clock. Please contact Kathy at Musicland or musicland@live.com.au. Putting the link up now for any alcohol that you would like. That's cheap. We can try and send it out to you, but it's more so going to be click and collect. Also, Musicland shop sale. We've got free shipping, which is please enter the code SHIP free. Shut up, Gary.
This is great. Keep going.
It's hard enough, and all I'm thinking is, would you like to buy a vowel? Can I buy an M, please, for monkey? No, it was always an N finale. Anyway, so guys, make sure you do that. Make sure you tune in on Saturday. We've got our mashup of all the bands that we have filmed so far that Tyrone's put together for you. And it's your last chance to send across if you've got any requests or anything like that. But you do need to like, share, subscribe, and everything else that's involved with sharing around what we actually do. Thank you to the guys. Thank you, Tyrone. Thank you, Gary. Thank you, Dom. And thank you, Rosie.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you,
Rosie.
And thanks for everyone that joined in.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks heaps.
Oh, Paul Thompson just asked, where are the influencers? The only influencers that we have here, we don't have influencers. We've got influencers. Get off. What are you doing, Gary? Shut up.
Are you done?
Have you finished? Do you want to push anything else?
How old are you
Hang
again?
on. Just before we go, we're proudly sponsored by Crown Lager.
No, we're freaking
If we say it often enough, they'll give me free beer, for God's sake. Let me go with it.
No, they won't.
I just hope that they do give you free beer, but no, we're not sponsored by Crown Lager because otherwise then we end up getting muted.
All right, I'm closing this off. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Tom. Thanks, Rosie.
Thanks, guys. See you later.
See you later.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tyrone.
Thanks, George. Gary.
Oh, freaking Crown Lager.
Crazy.